Good evening. I'm just going to get my iPad while we get everybody joining us. So, let's get this. Why can't I find it? Hazel. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little hi everyone. Brilliant. Let's just make sure that that's on silent. No, that's going the wrong way. I'm just going to add a little link in the comments. Perfect. Okay, I think we're ready. Hasn't it gone freezing cold out? Oh, it's awful out there. Hi Tracy. I'm looking up there and there now. There we go. We've got Christine. We've got Tracy. We've got another Chris. Oh no, that's the same one. Good evening. Tracy. Two Tracys. We've got Sharon. Perfect. I've been waiting to do this all week, but then I realised that the launch date wasn't until today, so I've had to wait. But I've had my box ready. I've got all my samples out. So yeah, should be good fun. And it's absolutely gorgeous. There's Annette. Hi Annette and Chris. Lovely of you to join me. Okay, it's been a weird day. So it will just be me tonight. Paul isn't on downstairs because he's had his little procedure done today on his eyes. He's had his cataracts done, so he's grabbing 40 winks. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to spin you and hope this wire doesn't get in the way. Get a good view. Oh. Get that in the right position. Okay. So, to start off with, I know we've still got a few people joining, so I'm going to just kind of let you kind of have a peruse at what we've got before I go through it all. But if you've got any questions along the way, don't hesitate to shout. I have just managed to make it visible on the website because it was hidden and I didn't want to wake Paul, so I've made it visible on the website. So it's all loaded up and there is a bundle offer and then there's separate offers as well, I think, I'm sure. So yeah, we've got a few bits coming through. Hi Denise. Okay, so I'm going to clear this up because I've just answered not clear this up, but I'm going to address this question. Studio Light are going to Hobbymaker. Now, I still work for Studio Light and I'm still going to be working very closely with them, but I'm taking a little break from the TV, okay? So you're going to have the lovely Leonie. She's going to start off and launch Studio Light on Hobbymaker, and I think it is the 13th. I think it's the 13th of December. But yeah, I've just got a few things that I just need, I just need a little bit of time. So I'm taking a little break, and then I'm sure I will join over in 2025, which sounds really weird because that isn't that far away. So yeah, I am actually going down to visit them next week at Hobbymaker, but I've just decided I just needed a little bit of family time and a little bit of time to sort some bits and that. So yeah, that answer to that question, I'm just going to see who popped it on. It's gone Rachel. Yes, and there was another lady that asked on my on this group as well just before I went live. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting year next year with, there's going to be lots going on. I've got lots of designs in the mix and I've got lots going on everywhere. So I just wanted to make sure that I started the year off in the right way and I didn't spread myself too thinly because I did, it is a lot running a shop and workshops and then doing the TV as well. It's a lot of work, so I just need a little bit of time out just to recharge my batteries up, and then I'll be raring to go again. Hi Kim, that's brilliant. First time. Oh, welcome Sally. Lovely to catch you live. We've got Jackie. Perfect. Hazel, very sensible. Thank you, Caroline. I hope you're not hope you're not disappointed, but on the plus side, you've got Leonie, and she's lovely and wonderful, and she knows her stuff. So yeah, it's just made perfect sense. And then as I go back over, we might both do bits. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I think it's a good thing, brilliant thing actually. Yeah. So let's have a little look. And so this one is called Frozen Flowers. It's a quite, I'd say, a cute little collection. Let's start with the paper pad. We have got an 8x8 paper pad. Great news. Be good to see you back on telly when you're ready. Yeah, and Leonie will keep it warm for us. Yeah, she will indeed. So 8x8. It's a beautiful colour palette. So I would class this as kind of maybe winter. It's definitely not Christmas. We've got snowdrops in here. The papers, as always, are stunning. Real nice. It's a matte finish, so you can add your inks to it. You can stamp onto it. You've got the lovely kind of crocuses and snowdrops. I'm not up on all of my flowers, but actually, let's just count this. I think it's 4 of each. 1, 2, 3 of each. 3 of each design. You've got that lovely kind of ornate and damask feel in here as well. And you've got like icicles coming down. It's really lovely. Let's pop that one. You've got the blues and the kind of salmon coral colours as well. Really lovely. Thank you, I'm glad. These are my little Christmas ones. Got a nice little bow on there, little parcel. So I'm stuck with these now till the 3rd of January. So I best not damage them. Lovely big icicles down here as well. Yeah, Caroline, you're right. Honestly and truly, I'll still be coming on here and doing lives with the collections. So you're not going to miss much. In fact, it's like a bonus, really, because you get Leonie's take on things and mine. So, yeah, and of course, the lovely Tracy Rogers will still be making the samples as well. So, yeah, I think it's a win-win. And then at the back, we've got these solid colours. So we've got the darker navy. We've got that lovely softer blue. And then this lovely kind of salmony coral colour. But a really nice colour palette. So that's first. That's your 8x8 paper pad. And then to complement that, as always, there is this fabulous die cut element pad. So this is more than 300 elements in there, and they're all die cut. Now there's bits missing because I've got some demos prepped for you. But like always, these pop out so easily. So there is 10 designs in here, 2 sheets of each. But you've got, snowdrops. I think they're crocuses. Lovely kind of name plates with that nice damask kind of feel in there. Really lovely clusters of flowers. You've got some nice sentiments in there. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. Again, really nice colours. You've got this kind of snow globe type effect there with your floral elements in. You've got floral frames. It is like having a person-to-person experience, Christine. And now I've got my YouTube as well, and I upload everything to there. People can watch it on the big telly as well. If I'm doing a demo and they want to like craft along, of course you can do that. Now, my only thing is, I mean, I'm a little bit of a dinosaur, and this video will be going up onto YouTube. But before I can stream it live on YouTube, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm not quite there yet. I'm on 600 and something. So if you haven't subscribed and you don't mind subscribing, that will mean that I'll be able to stream it straight out on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I mean, don't ask me how I do that, but I'm sure I'll find out. And then again, just following all of those floral designs. So that is your element pad. And then we've got 2 stamp sets. So I'm just trying to keep up with the comments as they come in. Just come in, and Mr. Gossip, are you going back to the telly box Hazel? If so, when, where? Okay, so I'll just quickly cover it again. It is on here. Studio Light are going to Hobby Maker, but I'm not going over to demonstrate straight away. I'm having a little break, and you will have the lovely Leonie to start with, and then a little bit into 2025 I shall pop over. I am going to visit them next week, so yeah, we're all good. Everything's going to be the same, if not better, if that makes sense. So then we have got this. I love this. This is called Icy Flowers. You've got that lovely little bit of script in there with the floral elements and a bit of the kind of ornate damask-y kind of. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Yeah, oh, and definitely, Val, I'm glad too, because I would feel, I just have to. I love Studio Light as a company. They are amazing and their products are fantastic. So yeah, I couldn't not. Then we have got, to complement this one, we have got ornaments. This is that beautiful, delicate swirl. This one looks brilliant. I'm going to be using that in one of my demos. And then this other small element, great for adding in texture to your backgrounds or more for your focal bits. That's okay, Hilary, you're very welcome. As much as I love seeing your hands demonstrating, I'll flip it back at the end and you can see me. Right, this one is called Snowdrop. I love this. So you've got that lovely snowdrop there, a nice big size. You've got these icicles and then an extra branch there as well. So the 3 dies in this set. And then we have got, this one is called Blossoms. So this is like 1 large die, but then you've got 2 extra blossoms and 2 extra leaves so that you can build up and add. So it's very dimensional if you want it to be. A really nice size. This is on an A6 card, so a really nice size, that one. And then last but not least, we have got this ornamental mask. So it's A6 in size, but again, brilliant if you want to add your glitters, your texture pastes, maybe you're just inking through there. A really nice one, and it would emboss beautifully as well. So that is the collection. I think off the top of my head, it's $52.99 for the whole collection. And then it's broken down into separate elements. I can't remember what that is, but I have put a link on here right at the beginning of the comments to the website Dragons Papercraft, where it is all listed for you. So I hear you say, well, let's see some samples. Let's start off with this one. So as always, Tracy Rogers has helped with samples. And I love what she's done on this one. She's done that beautiful kind of dome effect with some of the snowfall acetate, but look at the icicles in there as well. And then she's used some of the die cut elements on this one. So not a stamp or a, I was going to say or a die, but she has got the die cut there. No stamps on this one, just using the die cut elements from that pad and the 8x8 papers on that one. So that's beautiful. And then we'll have a look at some more from the paper pads. So just like an array of the different elements. That one's your DL. And then this one, I love this with the scruffy edges. They just sit so well. The elements work with the background papers. You've got the lovely sentiments in there as well. And then we have got tying in the torn edge circles. And then on this one, I'm not sure if you can see that. That's that beautiful ornate swirl stamp, and it's heat embossed in white, and then she's inked over that. But how beautiful does that look? And then we've got some nice inky backgrounds there with that lovely little stamping with them die cut elements. And then this one, this is actually the waist from the icicle. You can use either piece, which is brilliant. And what she's done, she's actually rubbed on some of the snowy effect. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm just glancing up to see if I can grab a bottle. If you haven't seen this product, it's not just for Christmas. This is brilliant for all year round. And I use it like a gilding wax with my finger and just rub it on, or you can paint it on. It's a really fabulous product. It's got like a grit in it. And if I'm just going to pull this off and just show you. I don't want to get it on my nails though. There you go. Can you see that grit? Oh, it is just a fabulous product. So if you haven't got it yet, I do recommend. We've got them on the website as well. Okay, so let's carry on with some samples. Let's move into some die cut ones now. So there's your beautiful snowdrop, but look at the background. We've got some stenciling in there, some of the stamps and the die cuts. Got some of the blossoms and the snowdrops there as well. Now this one's beautiful as well because it's got texture paste through that lovely mask. And then you've got the icicles coming down. Beautiful. And here's that blossom. Now look at the layers that she's got here. It's just beautiful. A really lovely card, that one as well. And then how about using the die slightly differently, coming in from each side? They look lovely. And then you've got Hope You Feel Better Soon. That was from one of the previous little sentiment stamp sets. The little A7 ones. They came with some silhouette stamps as well. And you've got those separate blossoms on there. And I love it. Now, I can't be sure, but this looks like saltwater taffy to me. Gorgeous colour. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's that one. And then, what about my Nature's Dream bag die? That looks elegant, doesn't it? Nice little tag hanging down with your little floral elements on. And then, for those of you that got the gift bag box, again, it's going to work with all of the designs that come out. And then what have we got here? So, nice little gift box. And inside, just taking one of those paper elements. A nice little sentiment. This is a beautiful gift. Stenciling in the background. How lovely are they? So there's some inspiration for you. And what I'm going to do now is move them all to the side. And we'll start off. Now, shall we start off inky? Yeah, go on then. We'll start off inky. So I'm going to grab myself and I'm trying to stay tidy tonight. I say it every time. I'm going to grab myself a sheet of card. Now, I'm using Media Artist. It's my card of choice if I'm going to be kind of watercolouring or painting and stuff like that. It's a slight off-white and it has got a slight texture, but I love it. It kind of looks expensive to me. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut this at 21 centimetres. And then I'm going to score it at 10.5. So I'm just going to make a little DL card. Just score that down there. That's it. Now this bit that come off, I'm just going to rotate that around and cut it at 19.5. I love making these because from one piece of card, you've got the card blank and the matte layer with no waste. It's just a win-win. So that's my card cut. And then we'll get some dies ready to cut. So I'm going to use my Snowdrop. I'm also going to use the icicle. I'm going to do that across the top. Put my Snowdrop on. And I've already cut 1 and 2 blossoms. So I'll just pop a little bit of card onto there. And we will whiz that through the machine. I know that's out of shot, but I am using my Pro Cut, which I absolutely love. And it cuts like a dream every time. Okay. Peachy Snowdrop card is lovely. It is, Jackie, absolutely. Okay, so this will stay in, and you can join it up, but I'm just going to literally rip that away. So there's my icicles, and I don't know if you can hear the chimes, but it's chiming on my phone as the when the orders come in. So I'm going to say now, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Sharon. No, I'm not going to go through everybody. Right, so I'm just going to pop that to one side. And I've got some elements to start off with. Now, I am actually going to use my oxides tonight. I haven't used my oxides for a long time. Before I get onto all of the elements, I'm going to start with this piece of card here, and I'm also going to just drop you down a bit so you can get a good, and let's make sure that and you're going to get a little bit of a shadow, but I don't think I can get it any better than that. Get that off. Okay, so I am going to use faded jeans and peeled paint. And to start off with, I'm just going to, first of all, I'm just loading up the brush, making sure it's got the faded jeans right in there. And then I'm just going to start an ink on, first lightly, and then I will build on it. So this is quite a light motion that I'm using. I don't always use brushes. In fact, more often than not, I would use a sponge for this, but this is what I picked up, so this is what I'm going to go with. They all do the same kind of job. But at this stage, if you, like, when you look at that, you might think, oh, crikey, Hazel, that's a bit patchy. It doesn't matter, because once I spritz it, you're not going to see it. So if you are new to inking or think, well, I can never get a smooth blend, honestly and truly, don't beat yourself up. So to start off with, I just want some blue ink down. And then I'm going to bring in my water sprayer and some tissue, and then take out that moisture. So now it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to clean that area up. Okay. And then I'm going to dip into this stamp. And I think I'm just going to leave it on my acetate and just gently swipe that across. I'm not covering all of it, just getting a little bit of ink on. And I'm going to turn this around, and I'm just going to place it over, but tap here and there. I don't want it to be really in your face. I just want it to be kind of like that. That's why I love using stamps like this on acetate. Now, one thing I will say to you is if you do stamp this down and you hold it like this, you're just going to get a stripe. It's easier to lay it down and then just tap here and there, and then you'll get that sporadic kind of, as opposed to a stripe. So that's my top tip for you. Okay, so then we'll have a look at the other stamp set, which has got, it's gone, it's hiding. Here we go, this one here. Now, realistically, I'm going to take that one off because I'm going to use that later. I might take that one off. And I'm going to just, again, I'm just going to use it on here because I'm not going for a perfect stamp, if that makes sense. Now then, I'm just going to come down from this corner and I'm going to pop a bit on this corner here. Yeah, I like that. And if you want, you can just add a few more bits here and there where you think you need it. I quite like that random look. So if I bring that up for you, we've got our background coming together. Now, before I do anything else, I am just gonna kiss this around the edge. The reason I'm doing it, because I don't want to do a matte and layer, because the whole idea of this card is I'm just using one sheet of card. And if I put a matte and layer in, then it kind of defeats the object. But when that goes against the same colour, it does bounce off because you've got that lovely colour around the edge. Now, because I've done it with an oxide, it is quite juicy, so I'm just going to skim that around to make sure I've got no blobs of ink. And you can see the stripes on there, so that when I touch it now, it's just not going to smudge everywhere. Okay, so now let's have a little look at our icicles. So for these, I'm going to go straight from my pad, and I'm just going to tilt up and just gently drag that down. Like so. And then use that bit of tissue. I'm just going to, you could more pop a little bit of water on there as well. There we go. There we go. So we've got a really quite nice icy icicles. So they're ready. And what I can do here is, yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and do it. I'm just going to add some glue to the top. And pop that on. And just snip that. And then I'm just going to turn it over and check that I haven't got any more hanging off. And then this piece, I'm going to put it underneath. So now I've got the length. I just hope it hasn't stuck. There you go. I can tuck this one under. Yeah, perfect. And then we can snip that off. There we go. And perfect. Okay, so we've got those icicles at the top. Now let's have a look at our snowdrops and our two blossoms. So for this, I'm just going to put down some of my inks. And I just pop the lid on my glue while I'm doing this. So with a water brush, make sure it's clean. It doesn't look clean, but it is. I'm just going to add a little bit and I'm just going to spray some water. That's in the way. And just wash this out because I just want a hint of blue there. And then I can always add more. And if you keep the background quite watery, the ink will kind of do its own thing. There we go. We might as well do them both together. So water first. And again, if you don't, some people get worried about watercolouring or painting in yourself. If you don't like doing that, then die cut it out of blue card or white card and green card and snip it and layer it on. So you can quite easily do your paper piecing as well. So just work that around a bit. And again, I'm not being too careful. I really like this Faded Jeans because it's almost got a little hint of purple. Either it's off my mat or it's in this brush. I can just see I've got a bit that I didn't poke out on that one and that one. There we go. And let's just add a little bit in the middle of these as well. Okay, and then into the peeled paint. So I like to get this one quite neat. And you'll notice I'm not covering all of this because I might just water it down a little bit. We'll see how I go. Is that all right? I could do with probably moving up a bit, couldn't I? I wish I could get the light a bit better. Maybe that's better. Just colour those ones in. And then, go on, let's just put some more out there. Then I can just use this to add a little bit. And then in a minute, what I'm going to do is just get my blending sponge out and just deepen it up a bit more. So the initial bit of colour I'll paint on. And then I'll put a little bit more detail on. There we go. I'm just going to glance over. That's okay, Sally. I'm just glancing back at some of the comments whilst I'm doing this. Okay. You see the yes. Thank you, Jackie. Right, I'm just going to grab a blending tool. And I'm going to go into this. This is the one I did first. Did I just do that into... Don't do that. Either that pad's really wet or I did it on a wet patch on my mat. Let's just clean that up and then I can move up a bit. I mean, I could have done that to start with, really, couldn't I? There we go. We've got some greenage. And a few dobs with my fingers as well. And we've got our little blossoms. Perfect. Okay, so we're ready to add these on. Clean that away. Now we've also got, in the other die set, or is it in this one? Let me just check. It's in this one. Yeah. This lovely little bit of leafage. We'll pop that one in too. So I've just inked that one just for, when I say for speed, I don't mean because I couldn't be bothered, but just because I think it's going to match in nice. I've also got wet under there, so I didn't clean that up very well. There we go. Right then. So I'm just going to manipulate these a little bit. And I'm going to pop one. I'm just going to commit to the stick. I won't glue all of it everywhere because I do like a little bit of movement. And I'm just going to bring that one up the side. And it doesn't matter if that overhangs because I've got quite a nice big border on my card. And then this one can be closer to the bottom. And then we've got a little bit of foliage in there. And we can put our little blossoms in. Maybe up there. Now I did get some pearls. Let's just see if I've got anything that's going to match. I think that's soft. This soft blue will be perfect. That one and that one. Perfect. And then I bring in my card, which is very close by, somewhere hiding. At this point, this could be anything. It could be a thank you card, a thinking of you card, a sympathy, anything. And I tend not to put messages on straight away because then when it comes to the time when you're flicking through your stash thinking, oh, what card, then you can decide. And I've got room to pop a sentiment on there. But that's the first. I'm just going to step that up a little bit. That's the first little card I wanted to share with you. Something a little bit inky, so we've got some stamping in there, and I just thought it was really pretty. So now we're going to have a little look with the paper side of the collection. So let's move that to the side. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this as a giveaway. How am I going to give it away? I am going to say all orders placed, and I'll say for the next 2 days, all orders placed for anything from this collection, I'll put the names in a hat, and each card, whichever ones, will go out with the order. How does that sound? Because I'm going to make another card now. I hope that makes sense. Let me just go over it again. If you place an order from the Frozen Flowers collection, you could be in the chance with winning one of my demo cards. That was easy, wasn't it? Here we go. Right, so I have chosen for this card, I'm getting really hot. Right, I pulled my sleeves up. Here we go. Let's just check. Oh, thank you. Didn't think I needed this collection, but now I've seen the samples and watching this demonstration. Treat yourself, Shani. Beautiful. What does, now do you know what? I knew somebody would ask me that, and I do know the answer, but my brain's forgot to tell me. What does DL stand for? Summit Landscape. I can't remember. Is it Landscape? Somebody enlighten me. Me and Sally would love to know. It is fabulous for winter birthday cards, yeah. Lovely. It stands for Dimension Lengthwise. You see, I was totally wrong, but thank you, Tracy. Although Dean would, what does Dean call it? He calls it a Dean Long or something. I don't know. Love that. Love that. Wow, there's so many comments. Thank you, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm really glad you like that. Okay, so I've done a little bit of prep. I've made my own card blank. It's 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres, and I've just used 2 bits of card, okay? So I went ahead and done that. And then I've chosen the Corally Peachy card, and I've cut that down to 19.5 centimetres. And then I've chosen a pattern paper, and I've cut that down to 19, okay? So that's kind of like my base bit's done. Now, I am going to dip into, do you remember these? These are gorgeous. We've got the rectangles, we've got the ovals, we've got the squares, and we have got the circles. So if I pull those 3 circles off there, in fact I should, yeah, no, just do it, Hazel. Just do it. On this one, the largest circle, which is there, I'm going to cut out of my Media Artist card, which it should fit on there. The next largest one, I'm going to cut out of this card, and I'm going to steal it out the middle. And then this one, I'm going to cut out of this card, and I'm going to steal it out of the middle. So I'll do those in a minute. But for this, I've got my circle on, and I want that beautiful blossom. I think I should be able to fit that there. No, you can't. Do it that way then. Yeah, that will fit on. And then I also need one of them and one of them. Okay, perfect. So I'll run that through and die cut that. Oh, in fact, do you know what I am going to do? Where is it? I'm going to do this leaf as well. I nearly leaf it out. I nearly left it out, but I wanted to say leaf it out because I like saying it. Leaf it out. Right, there we go. Pop all of those in and I can cut them together. I always just go like this underneath just to make sure I've got no bits stuck to the bottom of the mat. Beautiful. Dimension 2/3, yeah. Fabulous. So, I'll get these bits ready now. I've got this on my knee and I know you can't see it, but I'm just going to put the pile of the die cut. So we've got the largest one. Then we have got the blossoms. That little one, that little one. Let's just chuck that in the pile over there. You know the bit where I said I was going to be tidy? It's just gone terribly wrong. Now, on this, because they've got their little nooks, I need to make sure that I've got it where I want it, if that makes sense. I'm going to tape it. If I'm clever, do you think I could be clever? Could I? Let me just check. Yeah. Would I fit both of these on together? Let's see. Right, I'm going to try it. This should come with one of them warnings, shouldn't it? I think I should be fine. Okay, I'm going to move my card out of the way for the minute because I don't quite need that yet. And then let's just get these little elements out. Okay. And then let's see what we've managed to do. Yeah, we did it. So we've got that one with that. And we have got that one with that. That clatter was me dropping me boards. So to start off with, I'm going to bring my card in and I'm just going to work upwards. For this one, I am just going to stick it down flat and I'm not going to add any ink or anything. I've cross-threaded my bottle. Come on. Right. Just got to wipe my hands. Okay. So the hole in the middle isn't going to be seen. It's just, I stole the piece of paper from the middle. And I'm just going to add that on, get an equal border. Happy days. Okay, there's our first bit. Now for this one, I do feel like I want to scruffy up the edges. So I have got a super special tool for this, but I bet I won't find it. So I'm just going to go with my scissors for the minute. And I'm just going to rub. In fact, I've got more than one super special tool for this. And every time I get one, I think, right, I'm going to remember where I put that because I really like this effect. And every time I mislay it, because they're only small. I thought I had 6 one. Oh, it's all right. And I'm also going to put a few little rips in this as well. And not because I just accidentally ripped it, but because sometimes I do like to put a little bit of a rip in it. It's actually easier to do this with a longer pair of scissors. But it's fine, this is going to add to the flavour. Oh my lord, I wanted that rip there. Right, let's just get that off. Okay, so we've got some real nice authentic rips here. So I'm going to make them a little bit more authentic. Just roll them back between my thumb and finger. There was one down here as well. Yep, that's fine. Well, we might as well put one up down here as well, just to make sure. There we go. So now, that's going to go on there. Get that little border. So it doesn't matter about this bit. It doesn't matter that they don't line up because you're not going to see it. I'm just going to roll that bit forward as well. Okay, so we've got the start of that. Now if I bring this one in, and I'm just going to kind of hover around, I want that quite central, okay? So this little stamp that I kept out, I'm just going to grab myself a little block, and I am going to do this freehand, just like a clock face. I'm just going to ink this. Is that in view? Yeah. Ink this up. And before I commit to this, I'm just going to test. I'm just going to test a few. Whoa. Yeah, I prefer the second generation. I don't want it to be as dark. So I'm going to, shouldn't really use that because that is for my card. I'm going to grab a bit of card and have it nearby. Ink up, take that off, and then I'm going to just go there. That's me 12 o'clock. And I'm just going to... Oh, I didn't take it off. I'm not taking it off now. This is just making sure that I've got it roughly. Yeah, that'd be fine. And then it's just a joining one in the middle. It's quite a rough circle, but it'll be fine. There we go. I wonder if I could... I bet I won't be able to. There we go. Right, so when I put this on, it just gives me a little bit of a frilly design around there. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to layer this one now. And I need to look, because both of these are plain and it doesn't matter where it is, just get the little nooks. Not there. Must be there. Put it down, Hazel. There's one specific one. Then. Is it that one? No. It's them ones there. No. Just go round, take your time, because the more you start to panic... See it. I'll see it in a minute. Oh, I'll go, oh, there it is. I mean, it might be in 2025, like. I found it! It's there. There we go. So, I've got my first layer. What I need to do is find it on here, because I want this piece to go this way down. So I've got to line this up, which is easier. Look, there you go. That is going to go on there. So, go like that. And put it on. Oh, bloody lost. Oh, there you go. Whew, I made that look harder than it was. Okay, so now I've got my 3 layers that match my cream, peach and patterned. This is going to go on here. It's also going to go on some foam. So I'm going to cut this down. Now, I love this. This is just cut off where you want. It's 2mm thick and it's 10 meters long, and it is super cheap. $3.99 is a bargain. And we've got these on the website as well. And the back comes off so easy. Right. Position roughly about there. That's wrong, because I've just noticed me lines. So I'm just going to do that again. Just there. Okay, so once that's in place, oh, I wanted some hairy stuff. Oh well. I have got some in the drawer, but I don't want to leave you all to go and get it. Okay, so let's have a look at the little elements that I've picked out. I've got all sorts here. This one here, I am just going to trim a little bit down. bottom of here. I'm going to take the white off and maybe even a little bit of the frame. Just taking it down a bit because I'm going to mount it on the top of this one. And I just thought it looked really cool. Okay. Pop that on there, but before, instead of letting it dry, I'm just going to give it a curl as I go. So it kind of, when the glue dries, it's going to dry shaped. So I've got that, and then I've got all of these little elements that I'm just going to use my fingers just to give them a little bit of a shape. That's a little stamp I need to keep out of the way. Okay. Let's get our big blossom and just pop out these little bits that are left in. Some bits stay in, they're little kind of tweaky bits, but these little bits come out. And I'm choosing to keep this cream because I think it really pops off the card. So again, I'm just giving that a little bit of shape. And I'm going to use these blossoms to pop one on there and one on there. But I'm also going to dip into my, do you know what? I think that blue would look lovely again. So let's use the large one in the middle of that flower and medium one in the middle of that flower. Just put them little bits in. And then all I've got to do is just add all of these bits on here. So first off, I am going to position the big blossom down. So only a little bit of glue here and there. And then once I'm happy with where that is, if you wanted to use sisal, I would put the sisal down first and then build around it. Mine is in the other bedroom, so I'm not going to put it on this one. But the card I give away, I will give the one away that's got the sisal on. How's that? Pop that one underneath there. And then we've got a little ticket that can pop under here. These bits are really easy to add. I'm just giving that a little bit of a tweak so that it's got a bit of dimension. And then we've got a nice little floral element there. And then let's have a little look. Does that fit? Come on. Maybe there. Again, just on each side. I don't want to cover up any of the writing. And then even these tiny little floral elements are all in that pad. And then we've got a nice big, let's pop her down first. I mean, I don't know why I called her her. Okay, let's have a little look. Perfect, thank you, Pam. You might be in with a chance of winning a card. Let's see how we're going. That's good. Okay, so we've got that one down. Then we've got this nice bloom here. Let's pop a little bit of that one. That can kind of tuck in here. And then you can just keep tucking away until you... That's cute there. Or I might want it there, actually. Let's have that there. I'll have another one of these ones. And... oh, I can hear the wind starting. and the gates are starting to rattle. I hate it when it's windy. It scares me. I bought the bin in there because it didn't get emptied, and I thought, I'm not leaving that out. It'll be blowing around the street. Right, let's pop that one in. Tuck that one in there as well. Okay. I'm going to bring my hairy one in. So we've got the little bits of sisal in there, you see. I just think it gives it another layer, you see. I just think it all works together so well. Studio Light are really good at that. So they're the 2 cards I've made tonight. I'm going to flip the camera and say hi to you. Oh, there we go. A bit close. Let me move back. Prose and Flowers. We've got the 2 paper pads. We've got the mask. I didn't use the mask, but I easily could have. We've got 2 die sets, which is that one and that one. And then we have got the 2 stamp sets, that being one, and this one. There you go. And I'm just going to show you that peachy card again because it's absolutely beautiful, Tracy. I love her inking on that. I just think everything works together so well. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching me on Catch Up, thank you for catching up. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. I'm really hoping to get more subscribers so that I can stream it all together. But after this is finished, I will upload it. So I've popped a link at the beginning. If not, you know it's Dragons Papercraft. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.